Greetings. Today I will reenact for you the best speech of my life, which I gave in a civil rights case on November 9th, 2009 as part of my closing argument on behalf of the plaintiff. It was off the cuff, and I was inspired. Took the jury 45 minutes to come back and give us $210 grand, which was pretty good for my first and seemingly last federal court jury trial. So here we go. Ifs, ands, and burps included. Trivial. That's what Mr. Burke thinks of Mr. White's case and his reassignment to the portable crew. Trivial. That's what they thought of his complaints, and they got sick of them. He tells you Mr. White could have used the procedure if he wasn't happy with his assignment to the portable crew. That would be the same procedure that caused Mr. Mowry to point his finger in my client's face and say, "I'm going to get you," complaining to Mr. Mowry. The same procedure that ended him up first in an 11-month investigation and then in an assignment by himself to work on ceiling tiles at Boyd Anderson, a job that didn't even need to be done. The same procedure that led him to be assigned to the portable crew as a man with 24 years experience who used to drive around in a truck, have an apprentice, be able to take pride in his accomplishments in his job. This job that has taken up 24 years of his life and in which his self-esteem, pride, and ability to face the day are inextricably intertwined. Trivial, right? Trivial are Dr. Maureen Miller's words describing the damages done to Mr. White's lungs July 26, 2007, since patient has been changed to renovation section at work. You heard from a gentleman, Mr. Brown at times couldn't get into school. You heard from a lady. She told you there were unusual things going on with Mr. White's time cards. Mr. White is wondering what's coming next. Am I going to be able to A, physically get through this day inhaling these toxic chemicals? Am I going to B, mentally and emotionally be able to get through this day knowing that all that I take pride in has been taken away from me and the worst may still be to come? Imagine. The jury instructions are going to tell you that we don't have to put on evidence to establish the value of Mr. Brown's emotional damages because there is no evidence which can establish that value. But I suggest you look at it on a day-to-day basis. Here we are in May, June 2006, 2007. Mr. White, since handing Mr. Mowry that last letter about that last complaint, has seen attack after attack brought against him, against his livelihood, against his lungs, against his soul. And every single day he has to go to work under these conditions. No truck, none of those accoutrements that gave him pride in his accomplishments. Instead, wondering what's coming next. I suggest to you that living that experience day to day as Mr. White probably was pretty dang tough. And so I hope that you will, yes, be responsible, but take that responsibility. Show the school board and the Equal Employment Opportunity Division that Mr. White's complaints really were not all that trivial. Thank you very much. God bless. To rebuild America, we must tear down Wall Street. Can we say